What you're looking at is the most powerful being on planet Earth. Lex Luthor from 2025 Superman, a film I hated. In live action and in the comics, we laud Superman for pretending to be a powerless working class schmuck, but desperately pretending to be Louis Tully from Ghostbusters so he can eat hot dogs and watch baseball is odd. Superman is basically poor when you think about it. He could mine an asteroid or squeeze some carbon into diamonds, but no, he's going to work minimum wage, pretend to struggle in life, and live the human existence for what? There is no limit to Superman's strength. Batman has no powers, and he's wildly popular for not holding back. We love Superman for always holding back his power. Because of the yellow sun, Superman does not have to eat. He doesn't need to sleep. He doesn't need to breathe. Superman does not need to breathe. And yet his whole reason for living is to hold back his power. Cosplay as a human by mock eating, sleeping, and breathing. He controls every aspect of his physiology so he can act like a powerless human every day. Think about it. Superman should not be able to control the involuntary functions of his physiology. If you saw the Family Guy skit, Superman should be launching skeet bullets every time he's intimate. Lois shouldn't be here. Superman hates himself and who he is. He has to. Superman is a lying liar who lies. He's a godlike alien who wants to be Jonathan Frakes. He's weird. Now, I really don't give a damn if you're a Gunn fan or a Snyder fan. Gunn's Superman wants to be powerless so bad. He wants to be a sub-average human. Superman spent the whole film getting beat up. He got his clone kicked him right in the nuts. And Snyder's Superman was basically Injustice Superman, which we never got to see. What we saw was a depressed, insecure Superman. No thanks. I don't care if you're Team Gunn or Team Snyder. I was reading Superman comic books before the internet existed. I'm Team Donner. The point is, I think Superman needs a complete status quo overhaul in the comics and in live action. He's just not relatable. Let me put it this way. No one wants a relatable Batman, if you think about it. Half of you think Batman can beat Superman any day of the week. In a recent Batman comic, Batman fell from space, from high Earth orbit. I think he fell from the moon, actually. No spacesuit. He was on space junk. He slammed into the ground and walked away like it was nothing. He burned through Earth orbit unscathed. No one wants an average Bruce Wayne who's always holding back his abilities, and he has no powers. However, we're supposed to clap like seals because Superman is holding back his powers constantly, saving squirrels, and pretending like he's Louis Tully from Ghostbusters. I don't get it. Superman needs a new status quo. However, the Superman IP has made like 6 to 10 billion since 1938. So if it's not broke, why fix it? Well, Superman is broken. A mentally ill billionaire in a bat suit is more popular in the comics and in live action. 2025 Superman was the 10th highest grossing film of 2025. You do with that info as you will. Superman needs a new status quo. Yes, I know he's overpowered, and yes, Superman was depowered many times in the comics. That is the price of creativity. Someone come up with something. We got the one above all at Marvel, the Beyonder, Thanos. No one complains about how OP they are. All of these characters are OP, but we can't fix Superman. He's gonna forever remain this aw shucks Andy Griffith type character. I'll give you a great example of what I mean. Superman Lost is a 2023 miniseries by Christopher Priest and Carlo Pagulayan. And I love this comic. I really like most of it. Superman falls into a black hole and is transported hundreds of billions of miles from Earth. It takes him 20 years to get back. He holds his breath in space for years as he travels. When he returns, Lois has to remind Clark to breathe because he stopped breathing in his sleep when he came back home. He had PSD. But the point is, Superman doesn't need to breathe. This comic showed the true scale of Superman's powers that have not been seen in comics or live action in a long time. However, this comic is also about the humanity of Superman, which I'm not really interested in. He's not human. Lex Luthor gaslights Lois into believing she has cancer and she'll soon die. Luthor wrecks her mind like it's a bad Lifetime movie. He really overstepped his bounds. But Lois tries to hide it and keep it a secret and doesn't tell Clark. It's weird. And when Clark finds out, he basically does nothing. He gave Luthor a speech. He's a godlike alien and his nemesis is an egotistical rich guy. Now, it's a great comic. I liked most of it, but that aspect I was not feeling. Superman's arch nemesis is a mentally ill rich guy. Come on. Meanwhile, every enemy Batman has is god tier, celestial powered, is goofy. I don't want to see Superman getting the snot beat out of him and acting like a spineless goofball. Comic book fans want Batman to be godlike and capable of beating anyone, and they want Superman to be Ned Flanders. It's weird. What's the answer? Have him renounce his citizenship, live on a satellite, dump Lois Lane, romance superpowered women, and always deal with celestial powered threats? I don't know. More talented people than me should come up with that. But the status quo we got is just not cool. Now, I don't care if you're a Gunn or a Snyder supporter. I'm a comic book supporter first. And I'm Team Donner if I have to choose. What you're looking at is the most powerful being on planet Earth, and he desperately needs a new status quo.